Good morning. This is Pinky, the housewife, and good morning to everyone. Um, Today is Sunday morning. We're here for me to give you all my thoughts and opinion on the Love and Marriage Huntsville episode that just aired last night. You know, this was Mel's getaway trip, girls' getaway. Okay. But before we get started, let me just say everything is alleged. This is my opinion only. And this video is made for educational purposes only. Now, before we get started, let me just go ahead and help everybody. If you can, go ahead and hit that like button. Um, Before I get started, go ahead and hit the like button and then subscribe to the channel to keep updated with every time I post or go live or anytime I drop a new video. All right, guys. So hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I want to go ahead and thank you for doing that right now. So let's go ahead and get started with the matter at hand. Today, we're going to be talking about the getaway. Melanie's getaway from me. This is Love and Marriage Huntsville. They call it season 8, episode number 14. Okay. Um, but before I get started with that, let me just say, if you all, for anyone that have not heard, the the ratings have plummeted directly into the toilet. The ratings was only 170, 170, 107, 70,000. That's bad. That's really, really bad. And that was the ratings for the August 17th episode. So I don't know whether they're going to be able to come back from this, but we'll see. I don't think they will, but we will see because that's the lowest ratings since the show was started. It have never been that low, and I think they all need to just, like I always said, they need to find a job. They need to get start working. And we got all the men on the show. They don't work. They don't have a real full-time job. The ones that did, they already left the show, which was Big Lou. He's gone. They need to. Well, Courtney got a job, but the rest of them, the Martell, the Scotts brothers, they don't have a job. They don't work, allegedly, but there's no allegedly in it. They just don't work. So they're going to have to find a job with rating at 170. Okay. Now let's go ahead and get on with the girls' trip. Melanie, and this is a trip that Melanie paid for herself. I doubt if, in my opinion, but I doubt if Carlos of the network, because Mel paid for everything herself. She doesn't need their money. That's for them to do for the other cast members because they don't have a job. And the show barely pays them anything. They barely make for an episode. I'm not going to even discuss that. I did it previously, but they make very little money, very little. They make less than people that work full time on a regular job. But anyway, um, so let's get to Melanie's getaway trip from me. Okay. And this is the ladies. She's taking the ladies um, to St. Thomas. They're going to St. Thomas. So she gave them all their bottles and everything. The little bottles at the tasting, Kimmy's tasting, small tasting in that shed, or that little shed that she had. They met up in a little shed previous episode, and Melanie gave them a gift, which was a bottle with a where they had to open it, and it tells them exactly where they was going. So they was all excited. Now, this episode, they get to St. Thomas. The ladies arrived, all the ladies, they arrived in St. Thomas for their girls trip. And they're surprised when they're at the airport that Melanie had invited Sonny to join them on that trip. So they're all surprised. And when I say surprised, um, Kimmy was floored. She could not believe Mel invited Sonny. Why not? Didn't Sonny help you when you was going through your cancel, cancer? Oh Lord, you can tell I just woke up this morning. But anyway, I'm sorry about that, girl. Going through your cancer battle. Yes, she actually was there for you, and Melanie was too. But you're surprised that she invited her, but you also invited them. You and your husband invited them to have dinner with you all one night or lunch, whatever that was, to go meet you all out. So why would this be a surprise? Okay. She have never done nothing to Melanie. So why not invite her? Okay. But anyway, so they all get to the girls' trip, and I'm gonna show you a small video on that. They all get there. Let me bring that video up for you guys. So Melanie, when she have friends, she actually have her two best friends. That is Dr. Shanita Foster and Lauren. Lauren is with her by her side every day. And so she has her two best friends there. They're just stepping out of the car. These are the first three people that's there at the villa. So it's just Melanie, Dr. Foster, and then Lauren. So these are the three people that arrived first. And we expect that because Melanie is the one that planned the trip. She wants to get there first so she can get everything set up and planned and all the room assignments and everything done first so we don't have a cat fight. All right. So you can see there that they just made it there. They're excited. They're giving each other high fives and hugs and everything. And you can probably see Lauren. She's over there. You can barely see her. She's over there behind Melanie. Okay. But before they left, anyway, uh, 6 days ago, I know it says 5 days ago, but it was yesterday that I made this a little slide. So it says Melanie wishing Lauren a happy birthday. So that was right before they left. She got a happy. Well, that was no, that was 5 days ago. But the trip was planned for March. This trip was in March. I should correct that. But look at Lauren and Melanie having a great time. Okay. And then you see, so when they get to on the trip, they're going to have a sit down. Remember that how they always do these table settings. They did a table setting at Kimmy's house with Maurice. And that table setting where they was discussing Kiki, all right, whether she was back um, drinking again. So, and I called that the Last Supper. Okay, that was where Tisha got baptized. You know, a baptism that I called it, and and then they just recently had another one at this little shed that Kimmy and her husband Maurice had for a tasting. The shed was so tiny, they had barely room to move, and you couldn't barely get into the door without somebody moving out of the way, so you can step inside the shed. Okay, they had the walls covered with black sheets to hide the fact that they was probably in a little shed or a little garage or something. a small one-car garage or something like that. But anyway, that's why Melanie gave everybody their surprise gift for the St. Thomas getaway. Okay, so we're going to talk about that um, a little more. Now, also, once they get to the, once Melanie and her friend Dr. Foster and Lauren gets to the villa, they start planning everything, the rooms and room assignments and everything. And so Melanie had their rooms planned first. The Melanie's room, which is because she's the host, and then Lauren got the next room, which was a big, beautiful room as well, and then Dr. Foster got one. So all of them got these big, beautiful rooms, right? And but she had to sign the rooms for the rest of the cast. Now I'm not going to call these cast members ladies because they're in my book. None of these women are ladies at all. They more like snakes. So she planned the rooms assignments for the rest of the cast of snakes. All right. So she planned Tisha, which is up at the right. Tisha, Kimmy, with the one with a tongue sticking out of her mouth and everything. Tisha and Kimmy are room together with Destiny. Now Destiny, she's not on the trip yet because this is just day one. So Destiny, she's the other snake, right? She's not going to show up until I think the next day or a day later. But she wasn't on this episode at all. Okay. So we're going to get back to the first snakes. Okay. So Tisha, Kimmy, and Destiny room was put, so they got a room together, which was 3 beds and a room together. And y'all going to hear all the fallout about that. Okay. Now, and then the next person she planned was for Stormy and toilet. What's this woman's name with the big hair all up in the front with a face, got that that manly face. What's her name? Tisha. Tisha. I think it's Tisha. I can't remember because they got so many. Ooh, you got a Tisha, you got a Tisha, but both of them. Sometimes I think everybody call them toilet paper. But anyway, Stormy and toilet paper, Tish assigned together because I guess they know each other. So she put them in a room together. Okay. Now there was no malice in doing this. She just doing it by because that's what she got left. So that's how she gonna plan your room. What you think? She gonna make up a room, build a room onto the villa for you? No. Okay. Now and then because Nell is the next person they go to. Mel is the oldest woman there, the oldest out of everybody there. So she gives Nell a room to herself. Okay. And then after that, and then since she did invite Sunny, and Sunny isn't, the women are not feeling Sunny at all. And I don't know why, because Sunny did not do anything to you all but help you and be nice to you. But because they're Team Destiny and writing for Destiny, and Destiny didn't like neither one of these women when she first came on the show. She had an issue with Stormy. She had an issue with Tisha, Kimmy, all of them. And she don't even like the new girl, the one that looks like a man face with the hair bun. She don't even like her, which is Tisha. And I don't, and she may like, I guess she likes Nell. I don't know. You never know about these women. But anyway, they're all riding for Destiny. So they're acting like they're in high school because none of these Sunny have never done anything to these women, right? So they're all did not speak to Sunny when she gets to the airport. Okay, none of them. I think Nell extended a hug to her. None of them would speak. And she actually spoke to each one of these women separately, called them by name, and not one of them spoke to her. You know that? That's telling. These are grown women acting like a bunch of 16-year-old or 15-year-old high school girls. And let me say, most time 15 and 16-year-old girls act a lot better than these women. They have a lot more class, okay? But these are older women, old women, okay? These women are all older than Mel, okay? Mel is the younger one out of the whole bunch. And these women are older than their hosts, okay? Now, and even Tish just got on the show, only been there just for what, 2 or 3 episodes. She had already start acting out and acting her food with Mel. She can speak loudly when she's there at the girls trip, but she can't speak when she's at home back in Huntsville. Okay, so we're going to talk about that later. But anyway, so they all Mel and her two friends, Dr. Foster and Lauren, they all do the room assignments, and they're sitting down enjoying themselves at the villa, uh, having drinks and just enjoying themselves after getting everything set up and everything. And then the women gets there. They arrive. They come upstairs. They come up into the villa, and then Melanie explains to them that she and I take them outside by the pool, and explains to them that she and I already. First of all, she always welcome everybody there. She welcomes them, give them each a hug. I mean, she actually give them all a hug. Now, I'm not saying some. She actually welcomes them all, even the two T's, the Tisha and the Tisha. She gives them all a hug. Even Stormy, all of these snakes. Okay? Now, and then Dr. Foster does a toast and everything. Everybody get a drink. She gives them a toast. She says a toast and everything. Melanie wants everything to be positive and fun and enjoyable and everything. So when she tells her two besties, Melanie tells her two besties, says to them, they all been on a vacation maybe, but not a Melanie's vacation, not a vacation the way she does it. Okay? And that is true. They not all have had a, well, maybe, I don't even think they'll probably vacate like Melanie, but maybe close to it. But the rest of them, no. You know, they're not used to going out of the country. They're not used to traveling um, top of the lines, having 5-star restaurants and villas and places to stay, you know. But anyway, so they all get there. Beautiful scenery. I mean, the place is just gorgeous. Blue waters, skies, the weather, the palm trees. The villa is just amazing, you all. That villa is, and if you saw it once before, look, this is the villa, that beautiful white villa. And they showed a villa on the show with the other villas, and this one looks like it was as big as the rest of them. And I think it's probably one of the biggest ones because this is huge. This is humongous. And then they have that infinity blue water swimming pool. Oh gosh, this is beautiful. Okay. But also, now, so Melanie tells them the rooms have already been assigned while they're all standing by the pool. She had already assigned the rooms, and for them to they can go ahead, and the rooms are already assigned with a card. Their names are on in the rooms or on the rooms. So they all rush out to go find their rooms, you know, hood like, right? So they all go and try to find a room. And I think who is it finds a room first? Oh, I think I can't remember, but maybe I think it's maybe Sunny. I'm not sure. Uh, the first room is pretty. I think it is Sunny, maybe. They all find their rooms. Sunny is pretty happy with her room. Everybody is happy except for Tisha, Kimmy, because they find their room and realize that, that's a big room because that room has 3 beds. But when Melanie and her besties were standing deciding that room, you can look at that room. That's a very nice size room, big size room that has 3 beds. So she puts Tisha and Kimmy's name on the bed, on their beds, and leave one bed unassigned with a name because she said that's Tisha's uh, plus one, which Melanie still don't know is Destiny. She's going to be surprised that it's Destiny's. It's the plus one. Okay. So, and now Tisha is going to try to make Mel out to be a liar. Okay. A complete liar. And we're going to go over that. Okay. But anyway, so once she assigns the rooms and everything, and they go find it, Kimmy and Tisha is not happy because they are sharing rooms. They, I guess, expect to be treated like they're a royalty because they've been knowing Mel for so long. Okay, but you all you've been torturing the woman for all those years and jealous and envy of the woman for all those years. So don't expect to be treated like you all should get a big 5-star room. No, okay. But anyway, Mel did what she could with what she had. Okay. Now, also, then you come to Tisha and Stormy. Stormy wasn't, I don't think she was a little taken back by the room. It didn't bother her, right? And, because at her house, she got a nice size, big size room in her house. But you got to look at Kimmy and Tisha. Tisha used to sleep in small houses with tiny rooms, and we have seen that. you know she don't have room to move around, and she don't have a big master suite. She just got a regular size bedroom for a master room, and she used to sleeping in apartments, of small 2-bedroom apartments you know so she's not used to going somewhere having big large rooms and big being staying in villas. So, and Kimmy too as well, because Kimmy hardly ever goes on a vacation. During the whole time that they've been on the show, uh, her Maurice only took her on a vacation when they went on their honeymoon. That was like 5 years later, after they got married. That he had to marry her because of the show. But so she only went on a vacation. He only took his wife on a vacation one time, so that we know of, and that wasn't even paid by him. So go figure. They're not used to traveling like Mel. Like Mel said, you all don't travel like me. Okay? Well, she didn't say that. I'm saying it. But anyway, so she's letting them know that the room's already been assigned. But the only people now, when they get there, let me just say this: when they get there, Nell, Miss Nell, I had a blowout fit. She was highly upset, highly mad, angry, acting a fool, screaming that and coming at Mel because she could not find her room, and because there was a mistake where her name card wasn't printed like the rest of the women. So Melanie just went on and assigned her a room by herself, a very beautiful, big room, very spacious, big room by herself. She should have been proud, but instead she just gonna act, just clown and yelling at Mel and coming at Mel. And Mel was trying to calm her down, talk to her. Well, I wouldn't do you like that. I respect you and I love you. I am always there when you call me. It was trying to calm her down, but Nell wasn't having it. It took a while to calm down, and I don't think she ever got calmed down. But Melanie tried to explain to her, you got your own room because you're the oldest of the group of all the ladies here. She gave her a big, nice room by herself. Oh, she didn't take that well. Nell didn't take that well either. She came at Mel thinking Mel is shading her. and think Mel did the not having her made, name tag made on purpose. And Melanie tried to explain to her, but she wasn't having it. But anyway, so I she was acting more like a high school woman over the fact that she didn't have her name printed out because she wanted to have her name printed out and sitting on her bed, her name tag sitting on her bed like everybody else. Oh gosh! But look at it, you got a big beautiful room now, so calm down. But anyway, and then so they all got drinks, was sitting around. Kimmy and Tisha went outside to complain. So once the once they got to the villa and everybody got their rooms and stuff, Kim and Tisha go outside to complain, okay, about the room assignments that Mel assigned them to. They're not happy. And Tisha talking about how Mel chose that room because of how she feel about them. They know how she feel because she put them in tiny rooms. Girl, that room was big. The beds was nice size. Okay, so bigger than the bed in the rooms that you have at your own house. Okay, so I don't know why she's complaining, but she wants to have something to complain about, and I really do believe that Tisha had no intentions on letting this girl trip be a place where she can go and have fun and enjoy herself and thank and be grateful that Mel invited her. In my opinion, by the way they acted, Kimmy and Tisha acted, they was pouting, acting a fool. So Sonny told Mel that they're out there. Kimmy and Tisha is very upset over their room assignment. So Mel goes out to find them, and she takes them outside. Well, they're already out. She goes out with them, and they go out and stand by the railing, the banisters. Okay, beautiful, beautiful scenery from behind them. And Mel want to know what's going on and what they're so upset about and what's going on because that's what she heard. That storm, Sonny. She actually said Sonny said that they're upset to make sure nothing get misconstrued. Okay, and they were saying that their room assignment. Kimmy explained to her that she would expect more from them, and Tisha too said, "Talking about she's disappointed." But anyway, Kimmy said, "By the number of years that we've been knowing you, I expect more from you. That you would have done better by how long we've been knowing you, our relationship with you." It took me sideways because I'm thinking, how you gonna expect her to give you all the best rooms when y'all treated her like trash? You you was you was Team Martell bashing Mel and believing everything that he said about her, and not once showed Melanie any grace during those 4 years of that hard time with that demon husband of hers. How would you expect her to give you the best rooms? She gave you what rooms without being mean or malice. She gave you those rooms by your your coming to the villa. Both of you all are a family. You all both married to husbands that are brothers. Then Tisha bringing a plus room, plus one. So she got a room that got three beds in it. Perfect for the situation. Okay, so she gave you that room. Okay, gave them that room. And so they're just not having it, not understanding it. And Tisha straight out calling Mel a liar. She didn't say she that it could be a mistake or whatever, or accept what Mel is saying to her. She is actually saying Mel lied, a liar. And so I'm actually going to drop that little conversation that she had, that little part that she said that, but she actually called Mel a liar. I it was beside me to hear that and see her doing that. You know what I mean? But so Tisha really called her a liar. And then um, Kimmy was right with her. And then so Mel was trying to explain to her how she came up with the room assignment based on the fact that their family, she had 3 beds in one room. And that's then Tisha had a +1. And since they were not having it, Sonny inside, while that was going on outside, Sonny inside decided to share that Mel is outside trying to see what's going on with Tisha and Kimmy, and suggest that someone need to go out there and check on the situation or check on Mel. Okay, so that's when Nell Nell Fletcher decides she's going to go out there. I guess because she's been knowing all 3 of the women. She knows all 3 of the women, been knowing them the longest. So she goes out there and she's the older one in the group, the oldest lady in the group. But anyways, so she goes out there. And when she gets out there, now you got to remember when she came in, she was already pushing 100. She was on 100. She was lit, fire coming out of her head. But anyway, because she already went off on Mel. She wasn't too kindly to nobody, but and then she was taken aback that Sonny had came on the trip too. So, but let's get to the part that since she was so upset with all that, she walks out and tried to calm the situation, get in between them and get in between Melanie and Kimmy and Tisha to calm the situation. But it seemed like Kimmy wasn't having it, nor Tisha. Kimmy came at her, and then so did Tisha. And Nell ain't gonna take nobody coming at her, disrespecting her. So she goes back at him. But once she realized, wait now, they're not taking it well. So Mel tried to appel her back and diffuse the situation. But then Kimmy kept coming at her and Tisha. So Nell is not going to back down. And Tisha put her hands on Mel by talking about grabbing at her top, pulling it up, talking about she's showing a nipple. Oh, Nell didn't like that. You don't grab on her. You don't put your hands on me, and then you're yelling at me at the same time. Okay, so Nell didn't like that, and I don't blame her because Tisha didn't do it out of respect. She did it out of meanness. She was trying to be shady and mean when she did it, the way she did it, and the way she touched her. She could have did it in a better way. Okay, but anyway, so it was a whole hoopla, whole heapla of mess going on out there. Melanie just stood back and just decided to let them, go at it because that's not her fight. Okay, she's the peacemaker. This is her trip. She wants everybody to have fun, but Kimmy and Tisha already had in my opinion, they already had a game plan set up with Destiny, the one that's not there yet. Okay, so they already have a game plan set up with Destiny right here. So that's because the way they're acting, the way they're coming together, attacking Mel all at the same time, and the things that they're bringing up, they're there to attack, to ruin this, and they know that. Kimmy probably want to have a good time, but she still got that game plan with the rest of them, not to let to throw everything in Mel's face, to try to make Mel look bad, but she still want to munch off Mel's vacation, St. Thomas vacation. And Tisha, she just there just because she is dark in the heart, have that dark heart. She is there just to wreak havoc. She's there as a demon snake only. She's not there in the goodness of her heart. Although this is a type of vacation that she would never get in her lifetime, she's not worried about that. She's worried about trying to ruin this for Mel. That's it. Okay. Now, in my opinion, this whole episode only had 3 scenes. One scene is when they came, getting to the villa, arriving to the villa, and um, and finding their room assignments. The next one uh, is the fighting over the room assignments, and then the last one is the dinner at the table. That's it. But I would say that the room assignment took up, I mean, when they arrived to the villa and getting their rooms, took up over 31 minutes. Nothing but chaos going on from these women. Chaos. Okay. Now, even Tisha, the new girl, the one that looks like a man in the face with the big hair all on top of her forehead, she even started coming, showing that the fact that she is as vile as Tisha, you know, because she's the one is Martell's other side chick that we didn't know about. Tisha is Martell's other side chick that we did not know about, allegedly. But ain't no allegedly, because she had already said, Martell already said it, and she confirmed that she already been to his home, you know. But she didn't confirm that until it was brought out. So she had no other choice but to admit it, because Martell is dropping the tea on her. But anyway, so I think there was a game plan between Tisha, I mean, not Tisha, Kimmy, Tisha, and Destiny. They got together at Kimmy's house and planned to destroy this trip for Melanie, to make Melanie look worse. And I think Martell had something to do with all this, the way it's coming out, the things that they're saying, and the tea that Destiny is going to bring to the table when she shows up next week. But anyway, so on this girl trip, it was chaos, chaos, chaos for the room assignments. Now let's get to the dinner. So that evening they had dinner. Okay. At the table, everybody, it was no assigned seating, so everybody sat where they want, but Melanie sitting at the head. And then next to her, from the head of the table, was Dr. Foster. And then Lauren sitting next to Dr. Foster. Then you got Stormy, Tisha, Kimmy, Tisha, the new girl. You got Nell. You got all them all at the table, plus Sonny down at the end. Okay. If you notice, I haven't been bringing up Sonny as much because Sonny is cool. Sonny haven't been in no hoopla. Although the girls in the very beginning of when they saw her at the airport, throw her shade all on the bus coming, because she let me just say this, on the bus trip there, on the sprint, on the bus, or the sprinter, she mentioned, because it was brought up by because her and Stormy was having a conversation, but she brought up the fact that she is going to do IVF with her husband Moses. Okay. And she's doing a split. I don't know exactly, but I think she explained that as she had tried twice. And Stormy mentioned that she is going through something similar because she's getting a surrogate, But anyway, and seeing like, oh gosh, that rubbed Tisha the wrong way. But Tisha ain't got nothing to do with Destiny and Moses and Sonny. So, and Kimmy and Tisha either. So I don't understand why they injecting themselves in somebody else's marriage when theirs is already falling apart. And Tisha, you got a husband, a boyfriend, and you got a whole, you're a side chick yourself. And then you got Martell on the side too. You got two sides. You got a lover, you got a boyfriend, and you got a husband, Tisha. That's the new girl. So, and Tisha, your husband allegedly got two babies outside, and you was his side chick. And then he still got another woman that he takes on vacations to Africa and stuff, and don't take his own family. And Kimmy, your husband, he fools around all the time too. The two of y'all's husband fools around together with women. Y'all go on these trips with Martell. And they got side, all of them got side chicks. And Kimmy, your husband just got caught drunk driving with lipstick all over him from leaving another woman's, before he got locked up. And he known to sleep around in the boom boom room. And Tisha, your husband too. So I don't understand. And even your mom confronts your husband about sleeping around, fooling around on you. So, and everybody been telling you, you need to go follow him at night and see where he's going. Girl, y'all doing the most. And Nell, you know your husband, Fletcher got him another woman. Allegedly he got a baby on the way, but that's allegedly with Fletcher. But anyway, I don't understand. But so at the table, they all decide they want to come at Melody, okay, at this table. So Melanie is sitting at the head of the table. She's standing on her business. And all the women that stands on business at this table is no more than these four women here. These four beautiful women all are standing on business. Melanie, she's a boss, and everybody knows. She has several businesses on her own network, everything. Very successful, millionaire, multi-millionaire. Dr. Shanita Foster is also standing on business, very successful, very. She travels the world just like Melanie, doing her thing and have businesses as well. Very successful, very wealthy woman. And then you got Sunny here over to the left with the black hat on. She's doing the same. She's a businesswoman. She's flipping houses. She's a producer. She was a producer for the Love and Marriage Huntsville. Um, I mean, this woman came in running businesses on the show and still showing herself running her businesses on the show. And the only reason they're mad at her is because she, uh, Destiny Man, boyfriend, dropped her, and because she wasn't producing. She was lazy. She didn't want to work. She didn't work. She's fooling around on her own husband. So he didn't want a side chick that he hadn't had for 15 years while he was already married. He want when a man ready to get married, he don't marry the side chick. And Martell already proved that. He'd ever married his side chick over 10, 12, 13 years or whatever. He ever married her. So why would Moses marry um, Destiny? He decided to level up, choose Sunny, a woman beautiful and successful. Okay? That's not a side chick. Never been a side chick, as she says. And then we got Lauren here, which is Mel's right hand. Happy birthday, Lauren. Um, she's also about her business. And her and Mel runs Melanie's empire. You know, they're running this company. Oh, she's Melanie's right hand. Everywhere you see Melanie, you either see Lauren with her or Dr. Foster with her, just saying. And then Sonny wanted to get to know Melanie much better anyway, because Melanie is like her. She's doing like she's doing. But Melanie's on a bigger scale. But still, these are women that are standing on business, while the rest of the women on the show are nothing but a group of snakes, venomous snakes, dark-hearted snakes. And also, when you got like Melanie have her true friends with her true friends is this is what true friends look like. They're going to support you when you're down. They're going to be there. They're going to support you no matter what. No matter what somebody say, they're going to always support you. They're going to believe in you. They're going to respect you. Okay? Show respect at all times. They're going to be your cheerleader. When you're down, things are going wrong, or even when you're happy, they're always cheerleading for you. They're going to show you love at all times. That's how all of this comes. The true friendship is out of love. They're going to show you love. Now, they're not going to pretend like they love you, or say, oh, girl, I love you, and then stab you in the back the next moment. No, they're going to trust you, and you're going to have trust for them. You can trust what you say. They're going to trust what you say. And then you can say things to them, and they're not going to go and spread it the minute you are gone to the rest of the women. They're not going to hurt you. There's no hurt involved. They're not there to hurt you at all. They're going to be committed to you and committed to their friendship. They're going to show you kindness when the world shows you harshness, or when you got an ex-husband that's treating you wrong. They're going to extend that hand of kindness to you no matter what. They're going to protect you from people like these women. They're going to protect you from the Destinies right here. They're going to protect you from the Tisha, from the Kimmies, from the Stormies, from the Nels, and the new girl, which is Tisha. They're going to protect you when these vile snakes come at you. Just because these women are jealous, envies. They envy. They want to be you. They want to be like you. They're going to protect you. And they're going to be there through the best of times and through the worst of times. They're going to be, it's just like a marriage. They're going to be there no matter what, whether you're sick, not sick, whether you're happy, sad, no matter what. During your ups and downs, childbirth, non-childbirth, they're going to be there. When your husband acting a fool with you, they're going to be there. Okay? That's what real friends look like. So at the table, when Letitia started coming at Melanie, the first thing, because Tisha was coming at Melanie with, and just, you can see it in her face, the vile things and the rudeness and the connivingness coming out of her. Ooh, it was like a devil being, you can see the devil in her. What did Melanie's best friend, Dr. Foster, said? She said, watch her at first. Before she said, I said, watch her, she said, watch her. Okay. Then Tisha kept coming back at her, and everything. They had conversations around the table, and Dr. Foster, Shanita Foster, said that I don't even know this woman. I don't even know this woman. And I already know who she is. She had already told me who she is. She had read her like a book. Shanita read her like a book. She don't even know Tisha. And she already know who she is. And she said, told Melanie again, I said, watch her. Okay. And then somebody, I think Nell brought up the fact that Destiny would be coming on the trip too. That's Tisha's +1. You can tell Mel was shocked. Everybody was shocked around the table except for the snakes. They knew, except for Melanie's friends. And when I say Melanie's friends, I mean this group of women. They didn't know, but the snakes, they knew. So when Nell brought it up, Tisha said, yeah, since she's part of the group, I decided to make her my +1 since she's part of the group. She didn't say it like that. Remember, she talks like a mom. It's hard to understand what this woman says. You have to have your dictionary out when Tisha or her mom, Wanda, talks, okay? So, and then the snake Tisha said, Mel, I sent you a text. I text you. And Melanie is looking at her, giving her a look. No. Because, Mel don't, there's a different phone that Mel used when she contacts these women. And so when these women send texts back to Mel normally, probably, in my opinion, don't receive those texts because Mel don't have no communications with these women unless she's filming with them. Because she goes into her Zen place because she have to take a break, a mental break from these demons when she's around them. Okay, so unless she's filming with you, she don't talk to you. There's no communication, allegedly. Okay, now, so this is the text that Tisha brought up, And you can see it. I put it up here so you can see it. It's March 14th at 7:04 p.m. She said, "Hey, Mel, I would like to let you know Destiny is going to be my plus one." And then she said, "I hope you're okay with that. I don't want it to be a surprise." Oh, yes, she do. And then she put a little emoji that looks like a little heart emoji, pink heart emoji. And she knows she was planning that on purpose. That was a purposely act, purpose. But, and I put no, 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 because what do you do if you don't receive a confirmation from mail? The answer is there's a no for it. Whatever you want mail to do or whatever you ask in mail is a no. Because if a person do not receive that or see that email or not respond to your email, you don't expect that is a go ahead to do whatever you want. Okay? So if you don't receive a confirmation email, Letitia, the first step you need to do is contact that person, either by phone, or if you can't get them by phone, maybe try to see, can you contact them to set up something in person, or meet that person in person in some kind of way, okay? To confirm whether it's okay for Destiny to come on that trip. That should not be a surprise that Destiny shows up. And you should not give Destiny the expectation that Mel is happy to have her there or expecting her to show up on her girls' trip. Because, and you knew that you did not receive a confirmation text back, but you decide to go ahead and extend it and everything. And like I said, I think Melanie is being set up by Tisha, Kimmy, and Destiny. Because when Destiny comes on the trip, she comes with a t-shirt on with her own face on it. I don't know whether it's a mugshot or what, but it's her face on that t-shirt. What woman walks around with her own face on that t-shirt? That means she's coming with an agenda. Tisha came with an agenda. Kimmy came with an agenda. And the agenda is to destroy and disrupt this trip. Make sure this trip is not happy. That Mel, they're there to take down Mel by any means necessary. If it means for them and nobody else to enjoy that trip. Okay, so guys, that's the trip, and I guess they're going to have part two. I'm not another part to this. I'm not sure, but thank you guys. I hope you all enjoy that commentary, and if you and I'll be coming back with the next part of it. Go ahead and hit that like button if you didn't hit it before, and subscribe to the channel. You all have an enjoyable day. Bye bye.